For those who are interested in going, the White House has the East Wing, which is where the First Lady keeps her offices and where the public gets to tour. And then there's the West Wing, which people know from all the famous Hollywood TV shows and movies. Any movie or show about the president is set in the West Wing. And unfortunately, the general public does not get to go on that one. So when you go, you get to go in the East Wing, and they have all the colored rooms, the blue room, the green room, the red room, and the state dining room, and some other of those. So do you think it's even worth people trying to get photos inside the White House, or is this the kind of experience that you should just go and enjoy and take it in and not even worry about it?
Well, I only went on one of those tours once, and I was 11. So I don't think I took any photos back then. I don't think I had a camera. But, seeing the White House, if you can do it, it's worth it. It's a thing to check off your bucket list. But if you can't get a tour, because I know they're hard to get, don't worry about it. There's plenty of other things to do in DC. I do like photographing the White House, the outside parts of the White House when you're in the gate, because otherwise you're going to kind of often have the gate in your photos. And I don't really like that. Yeah,
so the gate, this is a challenge nowadays because if you haven't been to the White House recently, the security is intense. I mean, more so than ever in U.S. history. And on the north side of the White House, there's not just the gate, but there's a second gate that you have to go up to. And then on the south side of the White House, they actually don't let you on up to the gate anymore on E Street. So you can only photograph from across the street and through a big gate. So is there any hope for people who want to get an outside exterior photo of the White House, or is it just this is how it is nowadays in 2018?
Well, yeah, it's pretty tough. But if you're in Lafayette Square, on that side of the White House, and you back up a little bit and use a zoom lens, you can actually get a clear shot of the White House because you're kind of going to be above the fence a little bit. But if you're up close, it's pretty hard to get a shot without the fence in the way.
Yeah. So what I recommend doing is, if, and this is a big if, you happen to be in Washington, D.C. on one of the 2 weekends in either the spring or the fall when they're doing the White House Garden Tour, take full advantage of that, because that actually lets you go inside the gate and get very up close to the building. And so that's a really good way to see it without having to make the reservations far in advance and hoping that you get in. Hey, thanks for listening to this podcast highlight. This is just a small piece of the entire episode. So if you want to hear the whole thing, you can search for Trip Hacks DC in your favorite podcast app, or head on over to triphacksdc.com/podcast. If you like getting these clips, make sure to subscribe to this channel by clicking or tapping on the Trip Hacks DC logo, which is popping up right now at the bottom of the screen. If you want to watch another clip, go ahead and click or tap up here. Or for Washington, D.C. tips and hacks videos from the main channel, go ahead and click or tap right down here. Enjoy your trip!